10 second, 5 second, start. Equally important is the need for greater insurance penetration as only a minuscule percentage of the population has access to insurance. I am sure the participants and other experts who gathered here must have discussed various aspects of the regulatory environment as also the need to improve insurance outreach in the South Asian countries. With global warming and climate change rendering agriculture highly unpredictable and greatly increasing the vulnerabilities of the vast populations dependent on farming, the safety net provided to them through insurance must indeed be comprehensive and wide ranging. In view of frequent natural calamities such as cyclones, unseasonal heavy rains and droughts, disaster, and catastrophe, insurance must top the agenda of insurance companies and regulators. I am happy to note that crop insurance schemes for farmers who are aided by technology has been one of the topics of discussions. Sisters and brothers, cyber security and cyber liability insurance have become extremely vital in the present times with cyber criminals increasingly hacking and stealing valuable and sensitive data, be it of organizations or individuals. Some estimates have put the global average cost of data breach in 2017 at $3.2 million, and the average cost of each breached record is believed to be $141 for companies. Apparently, the challenges in cyber risk management will be quite different for insurers from those of normal businesses. It should be borne in mind by the insurance companies that data breaches can make small businesses go out of business. Ensuring access to healthcare through insurance is another important area that must be the focus of insurance companies as well regulators. The thrust must not only be on penetration to cover all the vulnerable and marginalized sections, but also on ensuring access to quality health care and protecting the interests of policyholders. Registering an average growth of 7.5% during the last 3 years, Indian economy is now 2.5 trillion dollar economy, the seventh largest in the world. On purchasing power parity basis, it is the world's third largest economy today. I am glad that India is taking concerted actions to make it easier to do business and has moved from 130th position last year to 100th position in 2018. The World Bank's report 2017 had acknowledged that the fundamentals of the Indian economy remain strong with robust economic growth, strong fiscal consolidation, and low current account deficit, higher agricultural output, growing FDI, low inflation, and higher wages in rural areas. The country is also focusing on a number of social protection measures, including guaranteeing rural employment, universal health care, insurance, and strategies to promote inclusive growth. Stop.